All right. So, we're going to talk about what a person is. Now, it's very interesting. When you look at the main body of your Constitution and you look at your Bill of Rights, you will notice that there is a capital P for person. It's very significant compared to your 14th Amendment. When you look at your state constitutions, you will notice that they use the capital and lowercase p interchangeable. But then, especially in Florida, they add little words like natural person. Okay? So, let me tell you what a person, capital P, means. According to Aristotle, a person is a fleshly sleeved bipod that has the ability to speak words and do arithmetic. According to John Locke, a person with a capital P is a individual or human being that has knowledge. In other words, that person doesn't act like a dog all the time, going around trying to hump everything. It actually reasons, uses logic and reason and understanding. And instead of flying off the handle every time something goes kind of wrong, it actually tries to understand what happened and make itself better. The Bible calls that ascension. And that's the context of the age of reason, or the age of understanding, right? It's the time that you exit your little infantile baby 2-year-old reality and you actually get into trying to understand that life is hard and you're going to have to make tough choices and bad things are going to happen. You're going to have to figure out how to walk through it, because that's the game. So you need logic and reason. So fleshly sleeved biped, that's my favorite. Or human being that can understand words and have knowledge. All right. So now let's go to quantum, and let's go to the attorney realm. So in attorney realm at Equity, you are the mini P that's in the 14th Amendment. And the mini P, well, depending on who you let act on your behalf, because that's what the word attorney means, act on your behalf at Equity, that means you have no rights. And this is another little kicker about Equity Court with attorneys. Did you know that a ruling at Equity has no presumption of fact? It is a presumptive opinion court because it's at Equity, and Equity is under Admiralty and Maritime. If you want to find facts, well, you would have to go to the 7th Amendment of the Bill of Rights, where it says no fact determined by trial by jury can be reviewed by any court of the United States except by the rules of common law. The rules of common law. Very interesting. So, the big person is actually natural person under legal terms. You can go to your computer and look this up, what a natural person is. And it says a live human being, right? And I'm not going to get into the whole trust thing, and I'm not going to get into the whole birth certification of birth versus certificate of live birth, which are two different things, and where your Social Security trust money is and all that other stuff. Yes, you have it. It's all there. Unfortunately, the system's convoluted. So let's stick on person. So when you are going into a court as a person with rights, whether you're using the Constitution of the United States of America, the Bill of Rights, or you're using your state constitution preamble and the prevailing rights therein, which will have rights like the courts are all open to any person, and prevailing rights say that the trial by jury will not be inhibited by anybody, and you have the right to speak and petition your government for redress of grievance, and you use the word natural person. So when all these things happen and you file a action at law common law, when you file that, I'm sorry, I had to pause for a minute, make sure I chose my words correctly. When you file an action at law, you are seeking, it is under a petition, right? Because the end of the First Amendment says petition your government for redress of grievance. Well, petitions only happen in courtrooms, by the way. It's not their funky, messed up administrative system that we get convoluted through and they spin us around and then we get pissed and we leave. It's because we can't get any facts there. Facts are only determined by a jury. Lawful. So you got to go to where the jury is. And when you make your argument to the jury, they get you what's called a declaratory judgment of fact. And now it's a fact for all time. So you could even, like right now, there's a case that I filed where I am actually petitioning the people of Charlotte County, Florida, for declaratory judgments at common law to actually decide whether I am actually a live person, human being, and whether I have rights, so that I can carry that declaratory judgment around and actually have my rights all the time. So when someone tries to infringe on them, I can just show them my court order. Because that's how pathetic the attorneys and the takers and the power mongers have made our system. We have to get court orders to establish we actually are who we say we are. Have a good day. See you on round 4.